Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 5, Episode 90. It is Friday morning, and you know what that means. That means we have to go to the office, check in, and then we will head out for the day. In fact, I will be checking in and then be coming back home to take a kid to school. Which is okay because I would go near home anyway on a Friday, so no issue there. This morning, looks like a nice day, 55 degrees outside, and almost no clouds in the sky at all. Actually, maybe clear skies. Today's high is going to be 80 degrees, and there is some kind of weather thing going on here. It looks like fog, no big deal, which is common, especially in the country. Early in the morning, so no big deal there. Can't say that I'm really looking forward to today, honestly. Today's gonna be a grind for sure. I have to do the extra drive to the office, drop off the kid, then I have to, on my way to my first casino, stop and pick something up that my wife ordered, then pull over again for a team meeting, and then finally get to my casino around 1 o'clock. That's a long day. By the time I get to that casino, I would have put in almost as many hours as a full work day. I brought a second computer with me, so I'll be doing some other stuff while I'm driving today. And like I said, we have that team meeting coming up this morning, so a lot of different things going. I'm going to go ahead and fire up my work computer as well right now, so it shows me as live this early in the morning, and we'll see how things go. So yesterday, very frustrating day, but we got to put it behind us. It's really hard to put it behind me right now. Really just not in the mood, burned out, tired, exhausted, everything else. But we got to do it, got to put it behind us. And we have a trip coming up here next week, so we got to be ready for that one. So interestingly, the place that I'm going to next week is the same place where some other family that we have lives. And we actually have someone from there coming to our house today. And then by the time they go home, I'll be a day behind them heading out there. And then it'll be a family member's birthday the day I get there, which I won't see them till the next day anyway, because I'll be making some stops along the way, and it'll be very late at night by the time I get there anyway. But I'll take them out to dinner next Thursday. So anyway, yeah, that's what's going on right now. All kinds of craziness happening at the same time, and I'll come back and update you soon. All right, guys, I am back. So took care of the stuff at work. That's all done, and connected my computer to the network, all that, blah, blah, blah. And now we are leaving. We're heading toward home, pick up a kid, and take them to school. So that's our next step in this long process. Let's go get the kid. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back now. I got to remember to stop by this place to pick up the stuff for my wife. I'm gonna forget if I don't really pay attention. It's about another 45 minutes from here, so I got to remember to do that and then be on our way. Now, unfortunately, our team meeting is going to be coming up like just after that, and I'm so early on, it'll be probably close to 1 by the time I get to my casino. So yeah, it's really unfortunate. I got to stop. I had to go to work, which took almost an hour. I had to drop off the kid, which took 20 extra minutes. I had to stop by this place, which will take 30 minutes, and then an hour for the team meeting. So that's a lot of my day gone. So is it even worth it? I got to try. So all right, just continuing on here. I'm going to go pick up the stuff for my wife, and I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. I stopped and picked up the stuff for my wife, and just continuing on here. Looks like I'm running a little bit behind where I'd like to be, about 10 minutes later than I'd like to be, so that's okay. We'll just have to make an extra stop for fuel. The reason I got on here, something kind of cool just happened. Driving down the highway, and a bald eagle goes right above my car. Like an actual bald eagle, wings spread out, gliding over my car. It was beautiful, absolutely perfect view of it, unbelievable. I remember when we were in Alaska and we were in Juneau, we saw a lot of bald eagles there, tons of bald eagles there, and one of them kind of like flew up like in front of my balcony with his wings spread and screamed. It was unbelievable. So anyway, yeah, another bald eagle, pretty cool. And just continuing on, you got to stop in about 20 minutes for our meeting. That'll take an hour, and then 10 more minutes we'll stop and get gas after that, and then we'll continue on and finally get to our first stop. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm in here. Obviously, even my friends here don't know, except for one, that I have the show, but just had a blackjack session in the back area here. Quick session, very frustrating. Lost 300. Lost 300. Just went straight down and just couldn't get anything going. Walked away from that. As soon as I walked out of that area, I saw some people that I knew. They were just finishing up a play, so I went to a different area, sat down to play there. Same thing, frustrating. But in that case, even though it was negative, it was plus 300, so netted exactly zero. So after two plays, we're at zero, and I'm looking for these guys. There's a play they want to split. It's about $12 a spin, and looking for them right now, and we can get started. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm back. So by the time I got there, I walked up and I'm like, what are you guys doing? There's nothing on the screen. They had already played it through and hit it. And he said, just give me 200. I gave him 200. And then he gave me back 324 because it was easier for him to do the math that way. So we were up 124 by the time we walked over there. So I guess that's good. Since then, I've just been walking around looking and haven't found very much. Up slightly, but really nothing going on right now. So let's keep walking here. Pretty crazy. Already had two quick blackjack sessions, and already had a group pull and already played slots. I've only been in here a little over an hour and a half. So let's see what happens here. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm back. I had to come back to the car because there's some investigation stuff I have to take care of. So that's what I did. While I was in there, and I'm going to go back in, I had two sessions of blackjack. The first one, immediate negative count, loss, got up minus 300. Second one, immediate negative count, loss, up, loss, back and forth, and ended up finally leaving plus 300, which gave me a net profit of $0 on that. We had that group spin where by the time I got there, they'd already played it out, and that was a plus 124. We had another one that was a minus 12, and then I found a huge one, and of course they're sharing stuff with me. One of them walks up to me right as I'm looking at it, and he's like, hey, you want to split it? And I couldn't say no, so I split that and made 125 on that. So right now we're up 240 or so, 237. So not great. We're going to head back in there and see what we can do, but so far pretty slow, and hopefully get back on the blackjack table and make some money. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. The cool, fresh air instead of the smoky, nasty, dirty, nasty air in there. Finished up in the car and went back in and played one by myself. Actually did pretty well on that one machine, and was ahead $296 on that one. So definitely pleased with that one. I'm walking around trying to find something else. Tables are full. It's just been so exhausting. And I was just telling a friend of mine in there, you know, I kind of feel like the best thing to do is just only travel and not worry about anything else. The rest of the days, just stay home. And if I'm not flying somewhere, just don't even play, because it's gotten to that point now where I have no local. I mean, there is no local. But ended up, like I said, making $296 on that play. And then I got a call as I was finishing that one up, hey, you want to play this? I'm like, what is it? And he's like, he told me, and I'm like, meh, it's kind of borderline, but I'll play it. We ended up going 5 people on this one. 5 people. It's just too many people, guys. Too many people. Just like on the first one, we went five people. We ended up with like, I don't know what. Anyway, this one was looking really bad, and when it finally hit, it was looking like it wasn't going to pay well, but it ended up paying really well. Let me get a picture of this here. Stupid phone. All right, so pull up a picture here. It ended up paying $1,366. So cannot complain about that. But yeah, overall, still having a real hard time with the blackjack. Hard time trying to make anything work as far as table games. Really, since I got back from Vegas, I really haven't had much of a chance to do much with it. Had some ups and downs on table games, but never really had any solid footing where I had a good table that lasted for a while. So, anyway, let's see here. I am going to go grab some food right now, and then I think we might come back and play a little bit more. It's getting a little bit late in the day. I'm not really sure, but hoping to be able to come back and get a little bit more play in. Everything is all done for work at this point. So there we go. So don't have to stress too much about that, but there's a lot of crazy stories in between there, and hopefully I can remember them all to tell them to you here in a little bit. So, all right, let me get things situated here, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I forgot. I have to return my car tonight. I was supposed to return it last night. So we're going to have to head toward home right now, unfortunately. I just stopped and got some food. I got some vegetables and stuff, really good stuff, really good deals. Some papayas, cucumbers, all kinds of good stuff. And actually they have like a bakery in there too. And they have this thing that they make. It's like flatbread with cheese on top and some spices and stuff. And I wanted one. They didn't have any ready. So the guy actually rolled out the dough, put all the toppings on it, and cooked it in a brick oven stove for me while I was waiting. Unbelievable. And then, because it took too long, it took like, I don't know, 7 minutes, they gave it to me for free. So, unbelievable. I'm giving it, well, okay. We'll talk about that grade later on. But, so, all that is good, and we're going to head toward home right now. Got some stuff to do for work, so we'll work on that, and then I'll come back and update you. Just to give you an idea right now, it's in the mid-70s outside, almost clear skies, and everything is good. Light breeze. It's a nice day. So I'm going to eat this, the rest of this, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back, and yeah, so found out some stuff just now. I did stop at a gas station, got all fueled up. The car is ready to go, ready to return. We're still about, maybe 100 more miles away from home, so we'll stop for fuel one more time and top it off. But that should only be like 3 gallons or 2 gallons. But Mike called me again, and he's trying to get his driver license back, and he's going to take a test on Wednesday. If you don't recall who Mike is, he's a friend of mine. I took him to Vegas because he was really sick, and he was kind of not feeling good about himself and all these different things. I left him in Vegas with his brother, who put him in a nursing home. He wanted to come home. I brought him home, and he's living with a friend of his now. Anyway, he called me up, told me he's trying to get his driver license back. We chatted for a while. He asked me if I knew where these 2 guys were that we used to see all the time. And so I looked them up, and it turns out one of them died on Christmas. So, I mean, I saw him probably a few weeks before that. But yeah, that's That guy, though, he smoked from the time he was 14, and he died when he was 82. He only had one lung left when he was 82, and he was still smoking. And mainly he had cigarettes and coffee, and hardly ate anything, and lived to be 82 years old. So with one lung. So, and then talked to Mike a little bit longer, and all that, and he's still nervous, but he'll be fine. Right now we are heading toward home still. I'm going to stop at home, drop off a bunch of the stuff that I bought, because I bought a lot of food from this place, some desserts and stuff that we don't have where we live, and drop it all off at home, and then we're going to go take this car back to the dealership, get my car back. And my son wants me to buy him an electric bike, like a electric dirt bike thing. I don't think that's going to happen, but he wants to tell me a little bit more about it, so maybe I'll pick him up, he can go with me, and we can talk about it on the way. So so let's we can do our segments now. So what did you eat today, MW? I had the cheese bread with spices and stuff on there. It was very good. I give it a 10 on a scale of 2 through ace. And what did you tip today, MW? I had 2 sessions of blackjack, tipped $0. We had some sessions as a team where we actually made a lot of money. We made $1,000 on the first one, and made whatever that would have been, something like $900 or $800 on the second one as a team, and split it up. But they were both below hand pays, so no W-2s and no tips there. And what did you learn today, MW? I learned that guy died, and we used to see each other all the time, and but it's been a long time since that happened. I guess that's really the main thing I learned. A couple other little things I can't really talk about, but overall, an okay day. Lots of driving, lots of stuff going on. I do have work to do this weekend for the office and finish out my week of being on call. Luckily, it was a very mild week. No big emergencies or anything like that. And I'll catch up with you guys on Sunday. And then we'll have Monday, Tuesday at the office. Actually, Monday at the office, Tuesday in training. Wednesday, check in the office and then leave town. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll be on the road, and then won't be home till probably Sunday. So it's going to be a long week. It's going to be thousands of miles driven, but hopefully it'll be good. So for now, I'm going to let you go. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.